everyone, call me Miss Adinda.
Hello everyone! Welcome to Introduction to Educational Linguistics. In this course, we will explore how language works in education. Check it out!
Welcome to our lesson on pragmatics and speech acts. Today, we are going to learn how language is not only about words and grammar, but also about how meaning changes depending on the speaker, the listener, and the context. Let's explore how pragmatics helps us understand communication more effectively in everyday life.
Here's what we will explore together. First, we will understand what pragmatics means and how it is different from semantics. Then we will see why pragmatics is important in our daily communication. After that, we will learn about the speech acts theory, including locutionary, illocutionary, and perlocutionary acts. Finally, we will look at some real-life examples, like conversations in the classroom, in the market, and end with a short summary. Now, pragmatics versus semantics. First, semantic or literal meaning. Semantics is the study of the literal meaning of words and sentences. It focuses on dictionary definitions and grammatical structure. For the example, if someone says, "It's raining," the semantic meaning is simply that water is falling from the sky. Second is pragmatics, or contextual meaning.
Pragmatics is the study of how context influences the interpretation of meaning in language. It looks at the speaker, the hearer, and the situation.
For the example, if someone says, "It's raining," while standing at the door, the pragmatic meaning might be, "Don't forget your umbrella," or "Let's not go outside." Why pragmatics matters in real communication. In real life, people don't always say exactly what they mean. Pragmatics helps us to communicate effectively, understand hidden or implied meanings, and avoid misunderstandings. Without pragmatics, we might only understand the literal meaning and miss the speaker's true intention. Now, discuss about speech acts theory. Speech acts theory was introduced by J.L. Austin and further developed by John Searle. It explains that when we speak, we are not only saying something but also doing something with our words. For the example, when you say, "I promise to help you," you are not just speaking, but you are performing the act of making a promise. There are three components of speech acts. First, locutionary act, or the literal meaning. It is the act of producing meaningful utterances, the words themselves. For the example, saying "it's cold here," literally describing the temperature. Second, illocutionary act, or the intended function. It is the speaker's purpose or intention behind the words.
For example, if someone says, "It's cold in here," that's the locutionary act. The illocutionary act is their intention. For example, if someone says, "It's a bit chilly in here," they might actually mean, "Could you please close the window?"
The last is perlocutionary act, or the effect on the listener. It is the effect the utterance has on the hearer, what the listener does or feels. For the example, after hearing "it's cold here," the listener gets up and closes the window. In short, locutionary is what is said, illocutionary is what is meant, and perlocutionary is what happens as a result.
So, pragmatics helps us understand all these unspoken rules in everyday conversations.
Let's watch the following video.
These apples are very fresh.
The question is, does the clip of the video include locutionary, illocutionary, or perlocutionary acts? Please provide your answer in the comment section. If you have any question, please leave a comment. Thank you. See you in our classroom.